Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this last minute costume I wore to Coachella. Let's get started on the one shoulder leotard. So I actually had this oil slick holographic fabric for a while now. I bought a lot of it to use as a background, but it didn't work out, so I'm glad I finally have a chance to make something out of it. In my last video, I showed you how to drape a one-piece swimsuit on a dress form, but in this video, I'm going to just quickly trace a swimsuit I have at home. I only traced one side of the front of the swimsuit and then folded the fabric in half and cut it out on the fold. After the front piece is cut, I traced the back side of the swimsuit and cut it out as well. I always like to start out with a basic design, and then along the way I'll make changes to it afterwards. Face the two pieces right sides together and sew down the shoulder and side seams. Next, I went ahead and cut off one shoulder for an asymmetrical look, and then I stretched and sewed elastic around the neckline, armholes, and leg holes. I'm using my serger to sew the elastic on for a clean look. And if you're wondering, the foot pedal to my serger is actually broken, so to use it I have to turn the switch on and off. Once the elastic is serged on, I fold it over and hem everything with a stretch stitch. Also, be sure to use a ballpoint needle when you're sewing elastic or stretchy fabric. It'll prevent your fabric from tearing and won't break the elastic. Since I'm wearing a fringe skirt over the leotard, I'll want snap buttons at the bottom of it so I can easily use the restroom. I have this black trim at home and some sew-on snaps, so I thought I would sew the snaps onto the strip and then sew the strip onto the leotard. Now we can make the fringe skirt that actually requires no sewing. I thought I'd keep it simple since I was rushing to finish it, so all you have to do is lay out your pleather fabric and draw a line across the top for the waistband, and then decide how big you want your strips to be. This is the first skirt I made, and I didn't like how skinny the fringe was, so for the second skirt I added a 2-inch waistband across the top and made the strips 1 inch wide. Feel free to play around with these measurements because you might want a thicker waistband or skinnier strips depending on the look you're going for. Be sure to cut only up to the line across the top, and I also recommend using a rotary cutter to create clean lines and make the process a lot faster. Once all the strips are cut, wrap the skirt around your waist and fold the end so that a 1/2 inch gap is showing in between. Next, trim the extra fringe pieces away, but leave the waistband so that you can fold it back to add another layer for when we install the eyelets. Before adding the eyelets, I sewed the folded waistband part down. I originally tried gluing it, but it didn't work out, so I just quickly tacked it down on my sewing machine. Then I'll be using this eyelet kit I got from Joanne. All you have to do is mark where you want your eyelets to be placed, and then cut out small holes that will fit the eyelet nice and snug. Next, using the tools they provided, I sandwiched the eyelets in between and used a mallet to pound the two pieces together. This is what it looks like when you're done, all nice and clean. And lastly, lace it up with some rope or shoelace and we're finished.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna face it, cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have it, no regret.
Thank you all so much much for watching, and thank you to my best friend Kathy for taking me to Coachella for my birthday. I had so much fun dancing in this outfit, and I hope that this inspires you to create something fun to wear to your next music festival. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more DIY fashion, and I'll see you next time. Bye!